Hi Virgo, and welcome to your February predictions. If you are a Virgo sun, moon, or rising, then this video is for you, so please stay because I have some messages for you. But if you have any other zodiac signs in your big three, check those out as well so you can get a full picture of your month of February. Before we get into that month, though, we will first shuffle the tarot cards and find out what happened in your month of January. And that's the energy that you're leaving behind, or maybe it's still lingering around. But either way, the important thing is for you to kind of see yourself, find yourself in these messages. It's confirmation, because even though I say check out your sun, moon, and rising, maybe not all three messages will resonate, or only one in one zodiac sign, but 20 in the other zodiac sign, you know? And here's the thing, I already got three cards because they came flying out of the deck while I was preparing for your group. In between recordings, I always shuffle the cards to clear out, in case you're wondering how tarot readers do these things. There are actually different methods for these things, but I just shuffle the cards with intention. The intention is what's important in tarot. I set the intention to close one reading and to start the next one, and three cards already came out, and it's the Page of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, looking good so far, but I want to see if there's anything. Okay, yes, there is anything else coming out, and it's the Six of Swords. Okay, dear Spirit guys, anything else that happened in the life of Virgos in January 2024. Let me tell you something without looking at the cards. Your 2024 is for sure different. Your January 2024 is different from, yeah, got the death card. It's different, bear with me, it's okay, it's all right. Different from any other January. You know why? So far, it only happened for one other zodiac sign. I'm not finished with all the zodiac signs yet, but it only happened for one other zodiac sign that I specifically said the year 2024. And if you're thinking, okay, and it's a February 2024 prediction, yeah, but I do pick up on these things. I didn't say it in any other group, and I noticed for one zodiac sign that I said it multiple times, but it didn't really click why I did so. For you, now it does click, Virgos, because to me it shows I needed to specify 2024. I had to do this specification, is that the right word? So this shows that any other year so far was different, or maybe it was alike, but now for the first time it's different. You know, you are for sure starting something new because we have the Page of Cups, but it's exciting. You know, it's exciting. You want to do things for yourself. It's like, it doesn't have to be, because I know a lot of people don't like this term, but I say it anyway. It could have to do with New Year's resolutions. Maybe you didn't actually create a list or a vision board or set the intention at least. Maybe you didn't, but it has that energy of, okay, now or never, let's go. I'm excited for the New Year's energy, not just New Year's Eve, but I mean the energy of the new year. And we have the Chariot and the Six of Swords, the Chariot and the Six of Swords. Actually, another card came first in between these two cards, but I subconsciously put this card on this one, meaning that you are leaving, or you already left a place pretty fast. But once again, it is with some kind of excitement. And if it's not like ecstatic excitement, like you're on a roller coaster, it's more like hopeful. It's like, the past, leave me alone, I'm done with you, I'm starting fresh, I'm starting new, I'm starting something great now, long lasting, more than just 1 month, more than just a year. It's like a new chapter in your life starts. And I have to say, it resonates a lot with me, and I'm really trying not to involve myself in your reading, but I can't help it. You know why, Virgos? Because I'm a Virgo sun. Okay, I'm a Virgo sun. So hello, my dear Virgo sisters and brothers, whoever's watching. And this is what I said in the beginning. Did I say it? I hope I did. That you check, of course, I said this part, that you should check out your sun, moon, and rising. Oh, yeah, I did say it. And that sometimes not everything will resonate, but we want to find out what happened in January, because then it should resonate with you, and then you can keep watching and check out your February messages. So I had to switch sitting positions. You don't know how I sit on this chair right now, but okay, it's better now. So you are leaving a place, and it doesn't have to be literal. It doesn't have to be. For some of you, you probably actually moved to a new place. You moved to a new city, could be the case. But I mean, these things come up in reading so often from different creators because it's like in the cards, but it cannot always be exactly that. Like actually moving houses, actually moving to a new city. If that would be the case, you would move cities like 15 times a year. And maybe this is your lifestyle, but well, Virgos are an earth sign, so you want to be rooted actually. So I don't think this is what you're doing. Probably not. It could be more like changing a state of mind, leaving a certain mindset, changing places as in energy wise, tapping into a new frequency. This is what it could also mean, what it could also be, what could also be. I felt drawn to the Page of Cups again, even though we already talked about it, but I felt drawn to it again. Once again, you are starting something new and fresh. Keep going, Virgos. Your spirit guides want you to know that being a beginner is not a bad thing or annoying thing, or there are people who feel a bit of shame when they have to start over again. Don't feel this way. It is the wrong mindset. Speaking of mindset, again, it is the wrong one. Actually, it's a very good place to be a beginner. You know, I mean, everything is new, everything is fresh. It's the novelty, and it's also the grace you give yourself and also that others give you when you tell them, I'm starting new. This is a new chapter. I'm doing this for the first time. You have the chance to reach a lot of abundance by doing so, because here we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, do you see this, is overflowing with water. And I said this in another zodiac group. I never phrased it this way before, but well, now the phrasing stays with me. I am probably going to use it in upcoming videos as well. The Ace of Cups talks about a chance to reach abundance. And in the other zodiac signs, you know, I'm laughing at myself. In the other zodiac sign reading, I said, I don't remember which one it was, so I cannot tell. I said, you're going to make no, I said the abundance will be so abundant that you don't know where to put all of the abundance, because you can see it's even overflowing. That's how much it is. So once again, whatever that Page of Cups thing is, whatever you're starting fresh and new, keep going, because this will be very abundant, very abundant. And we also have the Death card, which in your reading is very positive, meaning the old chapter is closed. It is closed. You know what? It makes so much sense. I'm resonating way more I also resonated with the other sign, but I'm resonating way more with my Virgo sun, this reading, everything I'm saying right now. It's like I'm talking about myself actually, than I did with my rising sign. I'm a Gemini rising, and I already recorded a Gemini rising reading. And I did resonate with it, but not as deeply as with this one, because here it feels like every sentence is about me. And I'm not saying this just so you know, hey, it all fits with Lola, but maybe it doesn't fit so much with you. I'm saying this because it makes me think of certain things of my life, and it makes it easier for me to deliver the message. So what does it mean that we have the Death card here? The other day, I was thinking that my previous chapter, and it's not just the previous chapter, it's like every chapter so far, everything I experienced so far until this point. I'm past my Saturn return, by the way. So it makes more sense for me probably than for you if you're not past your Saturn return, okay? If you are on the much younger side, you haven't. You haven't. It's going to come. Then for you, it's just closing a chapter. But for me, it is so huge that the other day I was thinking, who actually made up this thing that we have one book, meaning our life, with multiple chapters? Because I don't see it this way, especially now, this period of my life. Makes it so obvious that I'm actually not finishing a chapter and starting a new one. I close a book and I'm never opening that book up again. Okay, I'm starting a new book now. And that's how severe it is. And this is why the death card came out for you. I hardly ever receive the death card, hardly ever in any reading for myself. And I hardly ever do readings for myself, mostly for other people. By the way, because I said other people, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can book one for sure. But for now, let's stay here and talk about your January and February. So whatever happened so far is over and done. And I hope, because for me it's the case, and I hope for you it's also the case, that you're actually happy about it. It's okay to have a teary eye. It's okay to look back and be nostalgic and stuff. That is okay. But being in a state of being afraid because you are too scared of the unknown and what's to come, that's not good. But I don't think that's the case for you. I really don't think so, because once again, you have the Page of Cups and the Chariot. Starting something new and being hopeful and having the confidence to know I can do this, even though it's completely new and I never did it before. Okay, that's a great start, actually, Virgo. So now let's get into the February predictions. And for this, I want to look at the Spirit Animal Oracle card deck and see who you are meant to become, what you are working towards. It could be something that you are already reaching in February, or it could be something long term and you start working on this in February already. So dear spirit guides, which spirit animal card represents the Virgos, or is going to represent them? We have the deer with love. The deer with love. And in case you're not looking at the screen, I'm holding it in the camera so you can read the text, but it's so tiny. I'm going to read it for you. I did so for every zodiac sign. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Once again, well, first of all, your spirit guides are here because I feel some heaviness in the room, which is not negative. But when I say heaviness, it may sound like it's something negative. It isn't. It's like when you know there's a presence in your room, it's like the air gets a little bit more thick, and I can feel it on my chest. Your spirit guides are here for sure. And once again, I have to say, I hope it doesn't bother you. I actually think it helps that I'm able to integrate myself because, as I said, I'm a Virgo sun, and it really resonates a lot with me. For me personally, and it's probably the same for you, I'm not starting with this love theme now. It has started unconsciously, subconsciously a while ago, but I'm more aware of it now. The way I know that these things are often said in certain glow up videos and whatnot. I'm not talking about outer appearance such as makeup. I'm talking about like mentally. And oftentimes I listened to that stuff and it didn't really resonate. Like I was not in the state of receiving those messages and accepting the truth of those messages, but now I am. So if you're not there yet, I hope you listen to your fellow Virgo sister when she tells you from experience that talking to yourself in a loving, gentle way is going to make a huge impact. It's going to change a lot. You know why? Because you are changing the way you feel about yourself in the current moment, which is going to have an effect on your life that's to come. And your future, you yourself in the future is actually what we consider now spiritually your higher self. Okay, so sometimes when there are readings that people do, that readers do, and I'm going to do one as well soon. I always say I will do this or that soon. I will do one. It's coming. I'm not giving a date or anything. But when we do these higher self readings, we actually tap into your future self. Okay, so we are talking to your future self when we do those readings. You changing your now means you change your future. Okay, and also, believe it or not, you change your past as well. Okay, it's like you're healing your past version. And when I say be loving and gentle to yourself, it's really the tiniest things. Like in the past, or maybe even today, when you did things like, I don't know, let's say you were at your desk and you are working on something, maybe you are still going to school, you are doing homework or whatnot, and then you got up and went to the kitchen because you maybe wanted a cup of tea, coffee, whatever it is. And then you went to the kitchen and all of a sudden you forgot what you wanted. And then you came back to your desk and then you were like, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. And then you went back to the kitchen. And yeah, it's funny in that moment, and we don't take it so seriously in that moment, but don't even open the door to talking to yourself this way. Even this tiny thing, which is so unconscious, even that tiny thing, that's what I'm saying with opening the door, opens the door to even harsher self-talk. Be as gentle to yourself as possible. Really baby yourself, princess yourself. And I am dead serious about this. I'm not joking. I used to refer to myself by a not so nice term, which I'm not going to say now, simply because I don't want this word to be lingering around this reading. This is why. It's not because I'm embarrassed or something like that. I just don't want this to be an idea that you would pick up and then call yourself this way. No, I'm not accepting this, okay? But now I'm calling myself by the sweetest pet names you can imagine. I swear. It's like I'm the gentlest, the most gentle boyfriend a girl could have. Really, I am serious. And maybe in the beginning, it feels a bit weird, but that weirdness is only an indicator of how much you actually need this. It feels weird because weird, sorry, my accent, because you're not used to it. Okay, if it doesn't feel weird, well, even better. It means it's not cringy talking to yourself this way. Okay, be as gentle and loving and nice as possible you can be to yourself, because if you are someone who is a very good friend and you are very nice to other people, to strangers as well, to people who don't even deserve it, why aren't you that nice to yourself? Like, you should be double that nice to yourself. This is something we oftentimes forget and underestimate how important it is. Okay, even these tiny things are going to improve your life in the long run massively, massively. Makes me think of the book Atomic Habits. Yeah, it makes me think of the book Atomic Habits. Okay, you know what's strange? Because you can see me moving around, but you cannot see my desk. Unfortunately, one day when I move out of here, I'm going to have another setup and then you can actually see the cards properly. But for now, I'm showing them in the camera. The interesting thing is, for every single zodiac sign, in the end of the February predictions, I picked up this card deck for the singles and another one for the taken ones, just for little love messages. And I'm saying little love messages because there's a more in-depth reading coming for this. But for you, I felt like I wanted to grab something else which is right next to this deck, but I didn't. I grabbed this one. So we were talking about love. You got the spirit animal card of love, the deer. See how loving and gentle this deer is towards that bird? Can you see this? There are two deers. One is looking straight to us, and the other one is looking at the bird, a teeny tiny bird, and it's not afraid of being so close to an animal like this. I mean, yeah, deers are not that dangerous, but they can be. Look at the tiny bird, you know? And this is how I want you to treat yourself. Okay? I wanted to call you my lovely princess right now. Because I want you to do this for yourself. Okay, now, dear spirit guides, why did I pick up the Romance Angel Oracle cards? I mean, for sure, it's for self-love messages, but I want to see which card is going to come out. Dear spirit guides. Wow, okay. Free yourself. You got the card of freeing yourself. Free yourself. Do you see the horse in here that's inside a cage? Free yourself from any negative self-talk, from negative talk from other people. Treat yourself better. You treating yourself better is going to make other people treat you better. And no, it's not overnight, Virgos. I'm sorry. It isn't. It's a process. Okay, once again, I'm thinking of the book Atomic Habits. Maybe it's a book you want to read, maybe it's one you already read, but the translation in my language, it's not called Atomic Habits. It's called, now all of a sudden you're gonna call me out and say it's a different book, Lola, you dumbass, there are two different books. No, but I think it's the same one. It's called the 1% method. Okay, so 1% every single day, step by step, you're going to change your life. Now, what does it say? It's time to take back control of your life. See, that's the free yourself card. I love when horses show up in a reading. They talk about freedom. They talk about, horses. I'm not a horse girl, you know what I mean? But you know what? If I could go back in time, I would do that for myself. And now I understand why we call horse girls horse girls. No, it's not that I understand that, but I mean the term exists because they are truly very close to that animal, and it's because they're so majestic, so powerful. I mean, we call the ability of cars to drive fast horsepower. I mean, come on. One horse alone is very powerful and majestic on its own. It doesn't even need a tribe. It's nice to have a tribe, but it doesn't even need one. Do you know how expensive horses are? Do you know how expensive they are when they race competitively? I mean, wow, make yourself more expensive every single day, a tiny bit, by treating yourself better, and you will be the most expensive horse in the horse thing house, whatever it's called. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, now let's move on. Now I'm going to grab the tea leaves because that's what I actually wanted to do, to get some February cards. Now we want to know, okay, oh wow, the card that was about to fall out is the 4-leaf clover. Hello, lucky Virgos. Great good fortune is coming in February, or you're working on something in February that's going to bring you great good fortune. This is so cool. I'm in your energy, by the way. It's like, when you watch a love movie and it's not comedic or something like that, but it's like, you were anticipating something, and then finally, and it happens, and then it's like, this is the kind of energy I'm in right now. So if that's not your energy right now, then this is your February energy. Okay, dear spirit guides, what else is going on in Virgo's life? You got the success card. Success. I'm so happy for you, aka / happy for us. Okay, what else is going on, dear spirit guides, in Virgo's life in February? We have the bridge. Even more success. Successfully overcoming a problem. Success everywhere. You are successfully overcoming a problem and building a bridge to something new, something better. What else? Dear spirit guides, February 2024 for my dear Virgos. Interesting. It's like we already got a very straightforward message, and which is why they don't want to give me any more. But I have another bunch of tea leaves. So we are going to shuffle these now and see if there's anything else. Dear spirit guides, for Virgos, February 2024. What's up? What's going on? Oh, we have the owl. Good advice from a wise person. Okay, if you are working on something new, accept the advice from a wise person, someone who's more experienced. Like wise doesn't have to be an older person with gray hair. It could just be someone who already took on that path you are on now, and therefore they have some experience because they already well experienced it. Okay. Thank you very much for your smart phrasing, Lola. Now let's move on. Any other messages for my Virgos in February? We have a timing card, but I don't know for what. We have the timing December. What's up with December, dear spirit? Oh, okay. All of these cards suddenly flipped. Okay, let's talk about all of them then. Dogs getting together with friends. I was thinking of the dog card when a card flipped, but it was the owl. And now the dog came out. See how these things work? Beetle, which stands for good fortune. The lion, time to act. Okay, makes me think of August Virgos because August is also for Leo. Okay, so this is especially for August Virgos. If you're Virgo sun, I mean, if you're a moon or rising, then no. But if you are Virgo sun, then yeah, you have all these animals. First, you had this horse in this card. And then, I mean, of course, because we have the Spirit Animal Oracle card deck, the deer that came even before. But then you have a horse. And they are more different cards in the Romance Angel Oracle card deck. And the owl. Then you had the owl. And then the dog. Then the beetle. Then the lion. And now the camel, and it says persevere and you will overcome problems, and you will overcome problems because you have the bridge. These things go together, but building a bridge takes time. Okay, it takes time. Slow and steady wins the race. I said it before, the 1% method. Persevere, Virgos. Don't give up just because you don't see immediate success. It makes me think, I have an image in my head. I was waiting for the images to pop up. They don't always pop up so early in a reading, but now finally in the middle of your reading. I'm seeing an image of something you for sure have seen online. If not that exact image, then something similar. And it's of another animal, but I don't know which one. It's probably a rabbit because that would make sense. Two rabbits growing carrots. And the carrots are in the ground. And one carrot is happy, cocky, arrogant. I don't remember the exact expression on their face because the green part of the carrot, I don't know what it's called. If you know, write in the comments. The green part of the carrot, which is outside, which is not inside the ground, which is growing outside, is huge. And this is why they are so happy, because they think they have such a huge carrot growing in the ground. The other rabbit, though, or the bunny, or whatever the animal was, I have a hedgehog in my mind. Maybe it was a hedgehog, I don't know. The other animal is a bit disappointed because the green part is so tiny. It is so tiny and it's not growing. But here's the thing, underneath the part that we cannot see, his carrot is much bigger than the other one's carrot, so much bigger. But still they are disappointed because they don't see the progress. They don't see their own progress. And this is why they think, why does it always take so long for me? But Virgos, you don't see that underneath the layer, makes me emotional, sorry. This is what you get for coming to a reader who taps into energy. Okay. Underneath, you are growing so big, bigger than other people. Like, I'm the kind of person who doesn't like to look left and right because other people's journeys have nothing to do with me, and it's not about the competition. But maybe this is something that helps you. Motivation comes from whatever source it comes. So if it helps you to compete with other people in order to progress, okay, that's fine, Virgos. But so you have to understand that from the outside, it may look like other people are progressing. It maybe they actually do with superficial stuff, but you are growing from the inside, and you are growing so big and massively. Others cannot even compete with that. And it is far more sustainable to grow from the inside first and for this to show up on the outside than to have superficial stuff, which may look successful, but on the inside, they're empty, or at least they don't have the foundation that you have. Maybe they're not empty, okay? We shouldn't always bash people who are superficially successful, but maybe they just don't have the foundation that you have. Okay. And once again, it makes me think of myself because apparently I am at that part of my life right now where I recently had a phone call with a friend, and this is one of those friends you can talk about everything, because we still have some friends we don't share everything with, but I do have that one friend, she knows everything. And I told her, because this is something I don't like to share, and the reason for this is not embarrassment. The reason for this is I'm not fishing for compliments, and I was talking about my outer appearance, because I actually gained I doubled my weight, and I'm not kidding. I am not joking. Mathematically, the number on the scale doubled. It doubled. Okay. Yes, there's a reason for it. Blah blah blah. Health issues. Blah 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 blah. But I don't want to go into that because I don't want to think of those things anymore. I just want progress from now on. And I told her, what bothers me is my inside changed, but my outside doesn't match the inside. It doesn't, okay? If we like it or not, it is true that human beings have certain, I don't know, how should I say? I don't want to call it judgment because this is the word people would usually use, but it's not the right word. We have opinions, thoughts, triggers, whatever in our mind. When we see a person who looks like this and we see a person who looks like this, could be about weight, could be about any other thing, like clothes with brand and clothes with no brand, blonde people, brunette people, okay? All of these things. And like it or not, but it is the case that if we see a person who is overweight, like obviously overweight, everyone can have a few pounds more here or there, but like obviously overweight, and once again, I doubled in size. It We think of adjectives that are not so flattering, such as lazy and stuff, and it just doesn't fit with my inside, okay? My outer appearance just doesn't fit with my inside anymore. And this is why I was saying things are a bit weird because I want things, things are a bit weird because I want things, because I wanted to show. I want to show that I grew fundamentally on the inside, and I want it to be seen from the outside. And who do I want it to see? Myself. Once again, think of the picture I just described. This animal was disappointed. It's not about what the other rabbits were saying and encouraging. And what I said before, this animal was not fishing for compliments. It's about what they thought of themselves. And because they only could these tiny little green leaves and not the huge carrot in the ground, they were disappointed in themselves. Okay. And this is what I want you to understand, Virgo. We don't see the inside, but we can consciously sit down and reflect on everything that we achieved so far. And then we have to be honest. Be honest and truthful to yourself. We tend to use these phrases when we want people to admit a lie, but I want you to admit the truth. Virgo, listen to me, okay? Admit the truth to yourself that it is true. You have worked so hard on yourself, you achieved so much. And now it's going to show more and more and more every day. I keep getting the image of the book cover with the 1%. 1% every single day. Okay? It's going to show. Be patient. As the card says, persevere. And finally, you got another animal, another one. the unicorn. And I think it's so telling that this is the last one. It says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Use your intuition as in, especially if you're someone who thinks in pictures, who always imagines everything in movie scenes and something like that. You have your internal music video when you listen to music, which is not the same as the artist actually put out. I mean, use your in. I mean, I know it says intuition, but for me, what I'm thinking when I read the text underneath, it's imagination, because your intuition, that's your feeling, that's what you are maybe sensing, but what comes with it is also imagining things. Okay, imagine, tell yourself the truth once again, how much you already accomplished. Be honest. Okay, don't count in numbers as in bank account, the number on a scale, the grades you achieved. No, your foundation, the fundamental things that makes a good, successful, kind, worthy human being. Okay, count those things. And I'm telling you, no, I'm not. I'm saying count again. Reflect on those things, and I'm telling you, you're going to realize how big that actually is. If you want to count, if you want to do it with numbers, do it with numbers. Okay, but once again, I'm talking about the fundamental you and how much you have grown. You are a unicorn. Okay, nobody is like you. You are much better. And by the way, this one's a unicorn as well in the free yourself card. You are you, and that is absolutely perfect. It's perfect. I'm not saying you're better than other people, but it's the best thing to be yourself. This is the best thing you can do for yourself. Okay, those were your February predictions. Why am I whispering now? It's all about self-love in February. Okay, working on yourself bit by bit, being nicer to yourself. I'm just wrapping up right now. But there are some love messages still coming, so wait a second. And whatever you started working on, the project, the Page of Cups thing, whatever it may be, even if it's just cleaning your room, whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is. Okay, keep on working on this, because as I said before, where's the card? The abundance that's going to come with that is going to be so abundant that you're not going to know where to put all of that abundance. Keep on working on yourself in a very nice and gentle way. And now for my single Virgos, also for the taken Virgos, we will do it in a moment. For my single Virgos, I want to know from your spirit guides some love messages regarding February. Once again wanted to say February 2024, and it once again indicates how different this life, your year is regarding your life from any other year. And we are just in February. Okay, we are just getting started, Virgos. You deserve love, and I think this is something you have to know. You have to know this. You deserve love, also self-love. Okay, you are lovable is what it says. So be lovable, loving to yourself. What else do we have? Oh no, I can't. One by one, we will talk about these. I don't even know where they all fell. Okay, we got it. Forgiving and learning. This one did not fall. This one fell in my hand, luckily. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Your spirit guides know, man. They know. Please wait a second as I pick up the cards from the ground. Okay. Okay, so the person, it seems like you are single and not in dating with someone, because we have worth waiting for. Okay, there is a certain someone for you. Don't settle. Okay, don't settle for something that's not good enough for you. Okay, And we also have give your relationship a chance. And yes, these go together. Even if you're thinking, didn't she just say this is for singles? No, it for sure can go together. Maybe there is someone out here who is dating someone. And if you feel they are worthy, give them a chance, okay? But if it's really for the singles, that person deserves your love, everything you have to give, and you have so much to give, Virgos. Okay, give that relationship a chance with the right one. Okay, and the others fell facing down. So I actually, honestly, sometimes I do feel drawn to the cards that do fall facing down, but for you, this time I don't. I think that's enough for the love messages. Yeah. So let's go to for the ones who are taken. For my Virgos who are in a relationship, this is a very Virgo-y card. I feel drawn to it because of the earth element. I think you need to spend some more time in nature. And I know it's the most obvious message you could you could give to an earth sign. But this card comes up every once in a while in a love reading, and I don't always feel like saying so. So I think really sorry, I still have to laugh at these things sometimes. I have the whole deck in my hand. And I suddenly, like without even thinking, I flipped it. Can you see it in the camera? I flipped this one. You know what it says? It talks about freedom. Once again, you had the freeing yourself, free yourself, and now you have freedom again. So let's talk about this first because it interrupted my first sentence. So it wants to be told, this message wants to be told. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. This is something someone here in a relationship needs to know. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And now to this earthy card. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Okay, listen, Virgos. This happened, I'm leaning back, so I need to pick up the microphone. This happened to one more other zodiac sign. Once again, sun, moon, rising. So if this is you for the second time, if you're receiving this message again, or maybe you're listening to this first and to the other one later, whatever it may be, I think this is important for you to know. Not for every zodiac sign so far did I feel this way. Really, the singles messages were separate from the messages for the taken ones. But this time, I truly feel they are connected. And maybe all of you who are listening to this are single and you are thinking these cards were more telling, giving me more insight than the other cards that Lola told me about. Could be the case because truly I feel like they go hand in hand. I want to tell you once again what the message was. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Sorry, I apologize. The second part made me emotional again. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. You deserve to be and you deserve to have. To be and to have. Don't skip over these tiny words just because they're only two letters, okay? They are crucial. You deserve to be and to have all that your heart truly desires. Okay. And I don't want to start crying. That's why I'm breathing breathing out. My gosh. Okay, freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And once again, this card of give your relationship a chance. I keep looking at this card that's on the desk right now, and there are a ton of cards on my desk, multiple more Oracle card decks. In case I feel drawn to them in your reading, I didn't. We already have all the messages we need. Listen, Virgos, no matter if you are in a relationship or not, the love is going to improve in February, starting in February, and it's going to keep going, okay? It's going to be a very strong love. Look at this couple here. So if you are in a relationship already, your love life is going to improve massively, as in your partner is going to give you, show you more love. Okay, this is truly what I feel, the feeling of receiving more than the feeling of giving. And this may be something that doesn't feel quite right to you, because Virgo is the sign. I'm pretty sure no one ever told you this, because I never hear it phrased this way, but it is true. It's a sign of service. If you have Virgo in your chart, in the 10th house, for example, because the 10th house is for career, if your 10th house is Virgo, then believe me when I tell you that you're going to make so much cash with providing some kind of service, because this is how Virgos show love, and this is what they are very talented in. But the problem with this is that at some point they forget that, as in we forget, that we deserve the same service as well. Okay, for now it's about receiving, and I'm not saying be ice cold to other people and don't give them anything, no, but accept what people want to give you. Accept it. See the hand movement I'm doing? This is something that people also do in healing practices. Those videos are also on YouTube. Watch them if you feel like they help you. It's like you are how should I say, you are helping the process of things coming to you. Even if the energy is not visible, you can do it with your hand motions, though. You can say, I receive, thank you, I take it, thank you, I receive. Once again, I'm becoming emotional. So I honestly hope it helped that I was able to integrate my own experiences, because I'm telling you this, it was not like that for my rising sign, and I oftentimes feel more connected to my rising sign so many times. But this time around, I felt more connected to my Virgo sun. Your spirit guides have a final message, because I felt drawn to taking this. It was if you're thinking, why in the world does she feel like taking something out now? You're probably not thinking it this way, but this is how the deck is on my desk, and it showed out. This one showed, so I'm taking it out, and I don't think the message matters, honestly. I think the image matters. Do you see these angel wings with the heart? I'm going to read the message anyway, because I know what Virgos are like, and you would be mad if I didn't, so I do it now. Okay. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And if this is the case, and it is the case, allow memories to be made by people showing you love with service, things like that, or whatever your love language may be. Okay? Because the love language as how we give is different from how we like to receive. It's not always the same. Allow memories to be made this way. Virgos, I wish you all the best. And if you are interested in more information about your love life, as I said, an in-depth love reading is going to come very, very, very soon. Now, this time I'm serious, very soon, simply because of Valentine's Day. And if you are, and by the way, you can test me on this and check the other zodiac signs. For the other zodiac signs, I didn't feel drawn to say it, but for you, somehow I do feel drawn to say it, that you can book a personal reading with me. And if you're thinking, why does she feel drawn to say it? I mean, isn't this a way she makes money? No, it means that your spirit guides have even more information, like so much information, that if I put everything in one video, the video will be 3 hours long, and it's also different for everyone. This is why it keeps appearing in my mind, personal reading. And I'm telling you this, it doesn't have to be with me. Okay, so no, this is not me selling you personal readings. It's me telling you, you might need a personal reading for someone who specifically only talks about your situation. And as I'm saying this, in my mind's view, I see a video call. So try to find a reader who makes video calls if you want to have a personal reading. I offer them as well, but I'm telling you once again, pick whoever you feel the most comfortable with, someone who always gave you the best messages, okay? Someone who you feel like they told me this, this, and this, but I want more information on this, this, and this. They didn't give me enough details. I want more. Pick whoever is the right one for you, okay? And no, that's it. That was the final message. Thank you so much for listening today, Virgo. Your reading was one of a kind, let me tell you this. And you are also one of a kind. I wish you all the best in February and the months to come. And I will be here waiting for you to watch another reading of mine, because they are also coming up on my channel as well. Subscribe so you're not going to miss them. And I will see you very soon. Goodbye.